coming? Here it comes. So excited. Awesome, like a big
Yeah, it's so funny. You call our attention even when it's confusing. Dad calls. It's not scary. He calls her like he's doing the perfect. And he's looking for sledding and he's doing this. Don't do that. Shooting.
For those of you just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, please remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Supervise your children, and if small passengers' feet do not touch the floor, please make sure they are fully seated on an adult's lap or seated to the inside of the bench away from the doorway. The next stop on the line will be Tomorrowland Station, or as I like to call it, 2016.
2016.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we steam on through Fantasyland, you may want to take one more look at the majestic Matterhorn Mountain and the happiest cruise that ever sailed. It's a small world. Ahead of us lies the future. Well, I guess we all know that. What I mean to say is, we're heading into Tomorrowland, where everything is possible. If you look overhead, you might catch a glimpse of a monorail. When Disneyland introduced the monorail back in 1959, it was the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere. Winding below us is the Autopia, where drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of a car, and no license is required. If you've ever wanted to become an astronaut, then you might want to stop at Space Mountain and Star Tours, where they got some newfangled flying spaceships that'll launch you into the deepest reaches of space. And you can ride them if you got the mind and the nerve. Well, folks, we're now arriving at Tomorrowland Station. If you'll be leaving us here, just stay seated till we come to a full stop. Gather your...
All right, folks, we're now coming into Tomorrowland Station. Your stop for the Autopia, Buzz Lightyear Astro Blaster, Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage, the Disneyland Monorail, taking you to downtown, and all of our Star Wars number 4 photographic events. Be sure to check out Hyperspace Mountain, it's here for a limited time only. Quite a new Star Wars events continue. At the Tomorrowland Theater, you can see the Path of the Giant film, or see our brand new Jedi Training Academy show at Tomorrowland Heritage. Be sure to stop by the new Tomorrowland Expo to see the Star Wars launch and the Marvel headquarters. Welcome to Tomorrowland. The next stop on the line will be Main Street Station. On our way to Main Street, we'll be traveling through the scenic Grand Canyon and Primeval World. Feel free to take all the pictures you like on this scenic journey, but we do ask that at this time you please turn off the flash on your camera and your cell phone. For the safety and comfort of everybody on the train. Once again, please no flashing photography, video lighting, or flashing toys inside the tunnel ahead.
To those joining us, welcome aboard. The next leg of our journey will take us along the rim of the Grand Canyon. It's a mighty long drop to the canyon floor. So for your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Be sure to watch your kids and no flash pictures, please.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Was the Grand Canyon as we know it today, but it wasn't always that way. Right now, as we travel back in time, back to the fantastic primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. We're now steaming back to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you'll be leaving us here, stay in your seat till we come to a full stop.
All right, folks, we're now coming into Main Street, USA. Here's stop the front entrance and exit of Disneyland Park, Disney California Adventure Park, and the Disney District are across the way. Or travel up Main Street and the shop attractions all the way to the castle in the center of Disneyland. We do have parade viewing here on Main Street as well for our first fancy parade starting at 1 o'clock. If you're leaving us here, we have the train to come to a full stop, and also keep in mind we only have stair access here at Main Street.
Away from the train openings. If you're behind the bench towards the center, if you're in the train opening, please make sure they're on your left hand side. Once again, our next stop, New Orleans Square Station.
Folks, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're now embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom with stops at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland, followed by a visit to the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. We got a lot of traveling ahead of us, so remember, for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, Permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Uh-oh. Did you folks hear that? Sounds to me like we've reached the wilds of Adventureland, where you just might run into a lot of savage critters out there, including lions and tigers and tiki birds. Everybody best be on the lookout. You never know just what may show up. We're approaching our first stop, New Orleans Square Station.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching New Orleans Square Station. This will be your closest stop forward. We need the Pooh, Splash Mountain, the Haunted Mansion Holiday, Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Indiana Jones, and the world famous Jingle. If you will be departing here, please remain seated until the train makes a full and complete stop, and then watch your step as you. Once again, this is New Orleans Square Station.
The next one.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a bitch. It's almost a
Once again, folks, we have not stopped. Now you may exit. Thank you. Disneyland Railroad. Our next stop will be Mickey's Toontown Depot. At this time, everyone please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. If you have any little ones in the train openings, please make sure they're on your lap at this time or behind the bench. Once again, our next stop, Mickey's Toontown Depot.
I'm right. What is
To those who just joined us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, inside. And please watch your kids.
Permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
all of this?
We're traveling along the rivers of America and into the American frontier as it looked more than a century ago. This area is so rich with natural beauty. You can see why the early settlers were inspired to move west. You're seeing this view just like many of them did. The comfort of a genuine steam-powered train. When these iron horses first started this part of the country in the 1800s, the time it took them to reach the west dropped from months to a matter of days. Finally, steam-powered automobile train, but the dreams of a whole new generation as they settled this great frontier.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Holiday 2. We are currently steaming our way towards our next stop, Mickey's Toontown Depot. We are stop for, of course, Mickey's Toontown. And this will be the closest stop to all your Fantasyland attractions, such as It's a Small World, Metaphor Bubbles, and many more. Also a reminder, folks, Mickey's Toontown will be closing early tonight, around 8 p.m. in preparation for tonight's fireworks. So make sure you visit Mickey's Toontown later today before tonight. If you will be departing here at this station, as always, please